Parenting is the ultimate endurance sport, and most of us are running it with zero training and way too much caffeine. Hi there, I'm Alon, founder of the Parent Empowerment Project 180. If you'd like a place to learn smarter strategies to yell less, react less, and show up more without any fluff, guilt, or burning yourself out, then this is the place for you. With over 20 years in health and wellness, I found a way to stay calm, in control, and energized in just 20 minutes a day. There's no one size fits all, so if you want practical tools to help you find your way to staying calm and in control so you can become the dad that you want to be, hit subscribe below and let's get started. Oh, and by the way, by learning to stay calm and in control, your kids will learn to do the same. It's a simple case of monkey see, monkey do. Let's jump in. In today's video, we're going to talk about how I learned that working smarter, not harder, when healing from pain and disease helped me become a better dad. For years, I thought that pain and weakness had a simple fix. Weak muscles, strength. Tight muscles, stretch them. Bad posture, stretch, strengthen, strengthen, stretch. Combination of both. It made sense. It was logical. And then one day, I saw something that blew my mind. That moment changed everything. I was on a course called Muscle Activation, when the instructor, Doug, was demonstrating his technique for improving muscle function without training or stretching. Doug did a basic flexibility test on this guy, Zane. Now, Zane was a Pilates instructor. He was strong, relatively flexible, but his hamstrings were still a little tight. Now, what happened next surprised me. Doug rubbed a small spot near Zane's belly button. A little bit on the right, a little bit on the left, and then retested his hamstrings flexibility. In less than 5 minutes, Zane's flexibility had improved by over 30%. Stretching, no strengthening. Just a little rub here and a little rub there, and boom, instant gains. I sat there thinking, what just happened? That moment made me rethink everything I believed about the body and health. It sent me down a rabbit hole. I started reading about fascia, the nervous system, exploring the body-mind connection. I studied massage, craniosacral therapy, breath work, and eventually I ended up in the world of neurodevelopment, years before I became a father. See, from birth, our nervous system is wired with primitive reflexes. These reflexes are built-in survival programs that help us move through the birth canal, breathe, suckle, roll, crawl, and eventually we learn to walk. These reflexes are like basic codes that are meant to integrate into the brain as we grow. But disease, injury, trauma, and stress, these can all affect that process of integration. And when these reflexes are not properly integrated, we don't just see movement problems. We see issues with emotions like mood swings, difficulty calming down, overreacting to minor stresses, struggling with frustration. We find that there's anxiety, fears, and worries that don't have a clear cause. There's more acting impulsively without thinking about consequences. A lot of these problems, a lot of these symptoms stem from an underdeveloped sensory motor system that's not fully integrated. Now, I had already been using this knowledge to help heal from my trauma and from my medical condition before my son was born. But when my son came into this world, I saw the process more clearly than ever. The way the nervous system develops in childhood impacts how we think, feel, and act throughout our lives. This means that not only does training make you fitter, stronger, and healthier, but it can also help you develop that sensory motor integration and the rest of your nervous system too. This means that it can help us function better, feel better, and yes, even parent better. When you look at life from this perspective, you begin to understand how the state of your nervous system runs the show. It's not just about mindset. It's not just about muscles. It's about the relationship between the two and how everything works together using the nervous system as an information highway. So when you focus on improving that process of processing information, everything starts to change. Now that we've covered some of the basic theory behind PEP 180, in the next video, we're going to get into a little bit more practical stuff. So I look forward to seeing you there. My name is Alon, and this is PEP 180.